Well, let me just deal with the substance of that, if I may, because the £2 cap was put in place and it came to an end in December 24 with no funding for it to continue. And therefore, that was the end of that scheme. What we then put in place was a new scheme for a £3 cap on bus fares, which I'm really pleased that we've been able to do. And that's what I was drawing attention to, not only in the post that went up on X, but also in the visit that I took part in last week. But the scheme that was introduced by the last government, I acknowledge that, came to an end. So that was the end of that capping scheme. What we then put in place was a further capping scheme. Well, what I was putting before the House is the fact that we are committed to recruiting an additional 6,500 new teachers, and we've got record numbers of trainees coming into the system, and therefore that number is going up. The role, if you look at secondary schools, further education colleges, the number of teachers has gone up. That's absolutely clear. That's what our commitment was. In relation to primary schools, the number of pupils has gone down pretty dramatically in terms of the birth rate, and therefore the sheer number of teachers at primary level has gone down because less teachers are needed because the birth rate has gone down. But the focus, just for completeness, in our plan for change and in a manifesto was on 6,500 new teachers for secondary schools, specialist schools and colleges, and that's the number I was referring to. In relation to that incident, there's a leak inquiry going on, as I think I know
we know,
the Chancellor.
yes, absolutely, yes, the Chancellor's announced.
So that will go wherever the evidence takes it.
So if there was a leak from do you think there was a leak from number 10?
I've no reason to think there was a leak from number 10.
So, but if there were a leak from number 10, what would you do if there was someone was
found? I'd take action. I mean, and I have taken action. It's very difficult with leaks to get to the source of the information.
You would take action?
Where that has happened in the past, I have taken action. Which has led to the removal of individuals. Okay,
so you would go as far as removing an individual if they were found to have leaked the budget?
Obviously I'll wait for the inquiry, but I mean, the inquiry will go wherever the evidence takes it. There's nothing to inhibit where they will go, and I'll take appropriate action if there's a finding. Because
the report in the FT was very clear. It talked about an official source, and Mr. Parker is a journalist who would have sourced that story. So
I'll get to the bottom of these leaks. They are. In any organisations, they're intolerable. I took the same action when I was head of the Crown Prosecution Service. There is a leak inquiry. It can go wherever the evidence will take it. And if it comes to a conclusion, I'll act on it.
Okay, so you're going to be ruthless with whoever's done this if they're...
Well, I want to stop these leaks.
Thank you very much.